Hello, everyone. I talk about 4 stages to learning a piece. The first stage of learning a piece, you can see videos on that where students are learning the notes, fingering, rhythm, and articulations with accuracy. The second stage of learning a piece is when students add the ornamentation, they add pedaling, and they work to get the piece up to tempo. The third stage of playing a piece is adding more interpretation, adding more speed, thinking about how they are going to relay this wonderful work that they are practicing to an audience. And then the fourth stage of learning a piece is the final steps of getting ready for that particular performance. And in that time, I usually talk about physical gestures as well as phrasing. Those are the two things that we want our students to feel very comfortable with before they step out in order to play it. And let's see, the other thing that I would like you to know is that this fourth stage of learning a piece, getting ready for a performance, I start already when students are young in the book On Your Way to Succeeding with the Masters. This book is for students to learn medieval pieces all the way to 21st century pieces. And in the Baroque era, there's some really great activities for students with beautiful illustrations. So they learn about the Baroque era from 1600 to 1750. Here they learn about Antonio Stradivari of Italy, who was the greatest violin maker of all time. And they also learn that King Louis XIV loved music, art, and drama, and it became part of his everyday life in Paris. And clavichords and harpsichords were the main keyboard instruments of the day. People danced minuets, sarabands, gavottes, and berets. And Blackbeard, the pirate, lived during this era as well. So this practice strategy is getting ready for a performance. When you're getting ready for a performance, here is what you can do to build your confidence. Number one, during one of your practice sessions, play your piece once through without stopping. After you have played the piece, mark with a star any measure that wasn't completely to your liking. Then go back to that place and practice that very, very confidently and with a lot of focus using practice strategies that you know. You can certainly use that unit practicing. You can do play prepare practice strategies, hands alone. There's so many different practice strategies that you can use so that every bit of your piece is completely accurate and beautiful. The next day, erase the stars that you marked in the day before. Play through the piece again and see if there are any other spots that you feel uncomfortable with. And then go ahead and isolate those and practice them with good practice strategies. So I'm going to play The Statues Are Dancing by Cardinal Destouches, who was French. And I'm going to play it through and maybe I'll make one mistake. And so that would be the place where I would mark with a star and then I would practice it. I played so beautifully, except for the very end. I didn't play the trill correctly. First of all, I didn't play the first note of the trill correctly. So what would I do? I would mark that place with a star, and I would very slowly play it to here, stop, prepare the next key, which is an E, and then I would play the trill slowly. All right, and I might use that practice strategy of 3 times slow plus 1 time up to tempo. So why do students often make mistakes at the end of pieces? Because they think they've reach their goal, right? They think that they are in home base in a baseball game and their focus goes out the window, right? So we want to make sure that the students really practice the ends of pieces so that they are completely focused and secure until of course, till the very end. So now I've played that 3 times slowly. The other thing, talking about the 4th stage of learning a piece, I want them to feel a good physical gesture, releasing from the key, preparing. And when they play this little trill, it's much more comfortable if they feel like they are sliding forward. And now I'll try it up to tempo. All right, and then I'll ask them to play the last line. So that's a wonderful way for students to be so confident for a public performance that they are going to have coming up.